Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Had a little malfunction there for a minute. Welcome to Behind the Veil and What's Haunting You. Tonight, we're going to talk about the paranormal.
Yes, we are.
So, Tammy, you want to explain about what we do?
Well, was we going to wait till a few more people got on here?
Well,
I think I'm the only one there.
you're the only one there. Let's see what's happening here.
Yeah, there's two. It's me and you.
Possibly.
It's not playing on my phone.
I wonder what's going on now.
Okay, there's three now.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's
come
not doing
on,
anything.
everybody say hi so we know you're there.
I'm not in the process on the other one because
Is that what it is?
I think it is.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is. We're trying to figure stuff out.
Okay, are we here?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
There's Leah. She said, I see you.
Yay! We're so glad. Oh, goodness.
We're trying.
We really are, y'all.
All right, so that was the one that was messed up. This
Yeah.
is the one that's going on.
Yes, ma'am, that's it.
There we are.
We're getting there.
There we are.
Awesome. Hey, Patty.
Miss Patty said, you ain't been MIA. We've been thinking about you.
We have, but oh, goodness. Can everybody hear us okay?
Let's see if I can fix this.
Maybe. Great. The here's fine. Good deal. Good deal. Hi, Anna. How are you? Just give us a minute, guys. We're getting it, we think. We're doing good, Anna. Really good.
All right, that's not showing up like he said.
It's all right. I think we're all right.
We're still trying to figure all this stuff out.
Yeah. Hey, Callie, how are you doing?
There. We're going to let that alone.
We'll get it down, Pat. It's just going to take a minute.
Yeah. It'll take us a minute anyway.
It really will.
Somebody slicker than us would have done had it figured out.
Well, that's okay, though. We will eventually get it, and it will be fine.
Does that make any difference?
That's good, yeah.
Is it too bright, though?
No, I think it looks good.
Okay. It will make it blinded.
Patty says Miss Tammy had great-grandson number 5 last night.
I seen it. I seen it on Facebook.
It's so sweet. So sweet.
Them grandbabies are awesome.
They are.
Mine are all nearly grown.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Callie. We're doing well. So we want to start since we've got a few.
Okay.
Might as well. So again, welcome to Behind the Veil and What's Haunting You. We are going to talk about the paranormal tonight. And we hope you all tell us about some of your experiences as well.
Yeah, we want to have a discussion. If we don't want to just be us,
No,
we want to hear about all kinds of stuff.
we do. All right. So, who are we, Tammy?
Who are we? PPI. We are. What are we? Psychic Sisters.
Paranormal.
Investigators. Yes,
That's who we are.
that's who we are. And we're spirit knows.
Mm-hmm.
But we like to hunt ghosts and things too because it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of do it a little different because of our metaphysical side of things with the whole psychic medium and such.
Yeah.
We have other tools we use, but we also have the regular ghost hunting equipment,
Yeah.
the spirit boxes, the EVPs,
All the things.
EMFs, all those things. But we go at it a different way. We like to walk through a place first
Yes.
and see what we hear ourselves.
Exactly.
And then we go through with the equipment and the electronic stuff and try to back up one way or the other what's going on.
Yeah, we do our fair share of debunking as well.
Mhm.
We don't take anything at face value.
No. What else did we? Oh, and when we do go into places, things aren't always good things.
No.
And so we cleanse and we take care of those things to the best of our ability. And we've not had any bad feedback yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
I mean, we've never had to go back to a place.
No. We like to get it done the first time.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Leah, we do house cleansings as well.
Yes. That's what we usually do whenever we go in and we do find things. We go through and we cleanse
Mhm.
and take care of those things. There's even been instances where we have just helped them go.
Move toward the light.
Mm-hmm. And it's not always houses. It's the land. You've got to investigate that part of it too. As a matter of fact, usually when we go in, we start outside.
Yeah, we start outside.
Um,
That seems to be the best way for us.
and then we go inside, and then when we cleanse it, we do it all.
That's right. So we have done quite a few different houses and just places.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first one you can think of, Tim?
The first one that I can think of that I did with y'all when we was first getting started was one in Paragould.
Hmm.
We went in, there was a lot of negativity, and a lot of it was centered around the husband.
Yeah.
To the point he was actually suicidal, wasn't he?
Yeah, very depressed.
Yes, had a lot of deep depression. And that was one of those that we actually helped go to the light.
We did. You know, guys, when there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of negativity within yourself that can bring on these other spirits.
They suck right up to that, just like they do light.
Yeah.
So it's not just the light they're attracted to. They're attracted to that dark, negative energy as well. They feed off of that.
Definitely. Hello, Mandy. Hey, Lindy.
And Linda. But let's see. We found several things in there.
Yeah. It was like a catch-all.
There was actually one instance to where we felt something over the bed, and they had a mirror there and another mirror at the other end, and so it was like a portal.
You can't be doing that, guys.
But when we moved that
Mm.
mirror over the bed, there was actually a spot where somebody had put their fist through the wall.
Yeah.
And so there was lots of negativity, lots of anger, lots of stuff that was just drawing it.
It was icky.
Mm. Um,
But that helped a lot, just doing that.
it did. It did.
Just doing that. So, yeah,
And helped him too. We did Reiki on him as well before we left.
we did.
What was another one?
Oh, there's been so many, girl.
Did we go to the one in Jonesboro? It was Marmaduke first.
It was Marmaduke first, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that place was crazy.
That was something right there.
Things being
Ooh.
thrown. Do you remember the hangers being thrown?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then
As soon as we walked in, it was on.
it was something. I mean, that it was not nice.
No.
And Tay Tay had her pendulum,
Yes.
and we actually got a recording of a child laughing and saying hi.
We did.
And
Wish
then,
we could find it.
oh, I got it. I've got it on my
Oh, you
phone.
got it? Well, we're gonna have
Yes.
to play that one time.
I might can find it. Since we got this new mic, they might be able to hear it. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But and then her pendulum.
It just went crazy.
It was hanging straight down, and then it actually picked up and just came
Bent.
off to the side, just straight out. Just
Mhm.
whatever it was, just grabbed it and just moved it.
It did.
But that was a bad one.
But we took care of it
Mm-hmm.
and did what we needed to do.
Mandy said the first spirit she saw was standing over her. She said it was terrifying.
Those can be. It's very unnerving to all of a sudden see someone or something standing over you.
She says she has felt energy always, good and bad, but seeing it was a terrifying experience.
Yeah.
Was it, when you seen it standing over you, was it in human form? Was it silhouette? Linda said it took her forever to figure this out. It did us too.
It did. We're still trying to get things straight, y'all.
Yeah, we're trying to get sophisticated, I guess. Now tell me why you're moving and I look froze. Oh, there I go. And my eyes were shut the whole time.
Ma'am. I don't know.
We're still trying to figure it out, Linda. Miss Patty said she saw her first at 5.
Yeah. I understand that. I was 4 the first time I saw my first one.
Well, we were actually at that house in Jonesboro when I seen my full
Body apparition.
Yes, I mean, it looked like I thought it was another person.
That was something too.
And
That
I
house
pointed
was.
it out to Teresa because when we went in afterwards, I was like, I only seen the mom and one girl. I said, where was the other girl? And she goes, what are you talking about? I said, when we went to go in, both girls were standing at the door. And she said, no, that was spirit. And I'm like, oh.
All righty then.
No, we see them around here all the time, but that was like the first full body. I mean, you could actually, it looked like a person.
Yeah.
Mandy said she can only describe it as shadowy, but eventually she saw his face. He didn't have legs, but she could tell he was old with a distinctive nose, wearing a fedora.
Ta-da! And onward into something else we're going to talk about.
Could you, I don't know if you've read anything on Hat Man. Did it fit that, or did it look more like a person? Linda said she used to see her grandmother until she was about 11.
Yeah. She had done all she needed to do, and she went on to the light.
Also, when we're younger,
Yeah,
we accept things more.
we do.
And as we get older, we kind of, that non-believing thing.
Well, we don't get clouded when we're younger with all that judgment.
And I
etc.
really think as kids get older, along with the hormones and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they push that stuff away,
Yeah.
and it can actually bring up other issues,
It
even
can.
as far as their mental health, because they get to talking about seeing and hearing things, and
Yeah.
people think they have mental
Automatically,
issues.
yeah. Automatically.
And to a kid that young that don't understand, they get fed medicines,
Oh yeah, that's the first thing.
and so I wish there was a way kids could actually, because that's a lot of it.
It is.
And if they actually had that support, Mandy said the more she saw him, the more she could see some features. I knew he was there when I felt pressure on my chest. Then I would get hit. Then he would appear. They do, Miss Patty. They do.
Yeah.
Yep. And the home situation changes. Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, she would get hot, not hit.
Okay. I was going to say,
I started
hit.
wondering what we was looking at.
That's something else. Okay.
Yeah, especially with the pressure on her chest.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I've always found common with the Hat Man from most of the stories I've read, and that's what I'm trying to figure out here, because she said she could keep seeing more features, so I don't know if hers was Hat Man or not.
I know.
But a lot of the people who see the Hat Man are usually in some type of sleep paralysis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when they see him standing at the corner or the foot of the bed or over them. So that's what I was trying to figure out. But she said she got hot. She felt pressure on her chest. So
Right.
It doesn't sound like that's.
I don't think that's what it was.
Mm-mm.
And most of the time, he's just totally dark figured.
Yes.
And
And you
shadow.
don't really see the features of his face.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people, they stay to the skeptic side of things and they try to dismiss a lot of things. And some people just are too scared of it to even admit it's there.
Yeah.
I know several people.
I do as well. They get too scared and then that's it. They're done.
Yeah.
No way, Jose.
Mm-mm. And then we've had people who were like, turn it off.
Yeah.
How
Just
do
do
I turn
it.
it off?
Just do it for me. Mm-hmm.
Leah said, and I think Callie have seen Black Figure play peekaboo with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's very common too.
It is.
But it's so cool when you can catch some of that stuff as well.
It is.
Um,
Whether it be the voices or the images
mhm. Yes.
or anything like that. It's just validation.
It is.
You know what I mean? And that's what we seek is validation.
Mhm.
We know because we're psychic mediums, because we see them and hear them.
Feel them.
And feel them.
Definitely, that energy.
But to show others, you have to have that validation.
Mm-hmm.
Supersalis, I saw a large black figure looking at me over the couch in our old house.
Oh, wow. Who was that?
Supersalis.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Was there anything else? Was it just looking at you, and was it only that once? Maddie said she's had sleep paralysis experiences for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She had a dark face that would just get closer and closer. I can't read. I don't know why I've got this heart here. It felt like forever, but her husband said it was only a few minutes. Yep. When you're in that state, it feels so much longer.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a second, you know? Hello, Ray.
I was trying to find that.
Okay.
I'm going to have to play through it to see which one's which. And I don't.
Well, another place we went to a larger place. I'm not going to say the name because we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't. We can't say names.
Can't say names. But we stayed overnight, and it was amazing.
It was.
We
It was
got
awesome.
so much evidence from that. Lots of noises, lots of talking, um, images. Um,
Oh, yeah, we got a lot with our FLIR.
yeah, I love that thing.
Uh-huh.
I just love it. It's my special thing.
But we found out a lot of the stuff was with the land because
Yeah.
with that FLIR, it looked like people were like a large group of people and they were
Yes.
dancing, kind of like ballroom style.
Yeah,
And we did get some orbs.
we did.
And I know people are skeptical about orbs,
Yeah.
but the one thing I think of, I mean, I've taken lots and lots of pictures, and I can think back to every picture I've ever taken. I've even gotten out pictures and looked through old pictures and stuff, and I've never seen any orbs on any of my pictures.
Right.
But when we were in that house,
Yeah.
there were several pictures, and they looked, I don't know, it was the color of them that distinguished them.
Exactly.
And
we did try to debunk it. There
we
was
did.
nothing there that could have caused that
Right.
to be anything else besides an orb.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, we got several comments.
Yeah. Mandy says sleep paralysis was worse than anything I've ever seen or have experienced.
I had sleep
Yes.
paralysis.
Syphilis. It was just standing there. I once saw what looked like a skinless dog disappear into the shadows under our house. And when I was in the woods, I saw a red-eyed creature looking at me from behind a tree.
Oh.
That land.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot with the land because if you go out, especially in the country where there's old home places, there's so much history with that land.
There is.
I mean, because a lot of that land has been so undeveloped, whereas like in towns and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, there's so much, but still out there you've got all those old home places to where people used to own just hundreds and hundreds of acres, and now it's down to
Definitely.
and other people are
Well, just like a home can hold that energy signature,
Right.
so can the land itself,
right,
because everything's made of energy.
right.
And that's what orbs are. They're energy.
Mm-hmm.
Patty said she'd love to go with us sometime.
We'd love to take you.
Ray says, can y'all me if I have a thing attached to me? I just found your channel.
So she's wanting to know if we can tell if she has something attached to her.
Yep,
We can.
we surely can.
Mm-hmm.
Linda says, have you ever heard of blue orbs visiting a dying person? Yes.
Andy's had another one of her too. It was the man with no legs always walked into the corner between my front door and a closet.
Mm.
We actually did a thing where we went to several places and took people with us that
We
wanted
did.
to go.
We did.
And we kind of did like a tour of graveyards
It was awesome.
and a house.
There's a whole group of us.
Remember the house we went
Oh,
to?
yeah, I remember the house. I had my
We had the
flare.
flare.
My flare.
And you could see the man on the porch. And my sister-in-law was with us, and she was kind of skeptical of all this stuff
Exactly.
until she could see the man through that flare.
Straight out right there.
And that was one of the things about that man. He died at that house, and he always sat out on his front porch, and you could see him
He was still there.
through that flare.
Still there.
One of the guys that was with us actually walked up and stood beside the man on the front porch.
Yeah, still there.
And you could see him, and you could see the man on the porch.
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law, she talks about that.
I can't
to this
believe
day.
it.
Yes, she talks about it
Yeah.
to this day. And it some of our things are kind of crazy. Super Silas said they stopped by the store today, and she had a lovely time.
Oh, we're so glad. We are so glad.
I want to know who Daddy is.
Yeah, I remember his too.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, there we go. Mandy's leading us into something else. There you go.
Mhm.
No, you're supposed to leave coins in a cemetery. Why is that, Tammy?
Well, you're paying respect, number one.
Exactly.
Um, and usually, what we do when we leave coins, I mean, we end up leaving coins on a lot.
We do.
We take a lot with us. We have a whole bunch,
Whole bunch.
but we usually start out by finding the oldest grave,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where we start, and we ask for permission.
Exactly. Because most of the time they're usually the caretakers.
Right. And so, yeah,
Gatekeepers.
coins is a term of respect as far
Mhm.
as graveyards go,
Exactly.
because you're giving that offering for being there. What else about graveyard? There's all kinds of stuff.
There's so many things. You know, you don't want to walk on the grave, of course. That's everybody knows that. Always be respectful while you're there.
Oh yeah, we've even picked up trash because it's
Exactly.
it's sad.
We've put flowers back where they were supposed to be. We've
Mhm.
cleaned some off. That's, you show your respect.
She said he really thought it was something when I said thank you as I left. Oh yes. She says he now understands.
Oh, definitely.
We don't just say thank you, but we actually
Go a little bit more.
yeah, we do a little prayer and we ask them not to come home with us. That's one thing.
Exactly.
We make sure everything stays. We don't ever take anything from there.
No.
We make sure everything stays and does not go with us.
Exactly. Have to do it.
Mhm.
Now, with like any investigation or anything magical that we do, you really need to protect yourself
Oh,
before
yes.
you do any of these things.
Yes, definitely.
We always ground, protect, and shield.
And we sage the heck out of ourselves.
We do.
Protection oil.
The whole 9 yards.
We do
because,
everything.
guys, you just never know. You just don't. So that's your best bet to do if you're thinking about doing anything like that.
Oh yeah, because you never know what's going to be there. You remember that house in Jonesboro? We actually chased something from room to room, and we heard it growl.
It growled.
It went up underneath the bed.
Yeah, it did.
And I was throwing that salt up underneath there.
And it tripped out.
It tripped out. It growled.
So yeah.
So you gotta be careful. I mean, you see a lot of people, especially in graveyards, these videos and stuff that come out, even here on YouTube, where they take Ouija boards into the graveyard.
Please don't do that.
No. Ouija boards, you don't ever find anybody you need to talk to on a Ouija board.
No.
They're never going to tell you who they really are. And
I know a lot of people love Ouija boards, and I know a lot of people like to play with them. But we've been doing this for a long, long time, guys. You don't know how many Ouija boards we've had to dispose of,
Mhm.
as well as go back to where this person lives and deal with that.
Yes.
So it's just in your best bet not to even deal with them.
And there's a lot to getting rid of those Ouija boards as well, because
it's
they will
not-
come back to you if you don't do it right.
Yeah.
Mandy said, hope to see another live with y'all soon. I've been to see you in the past and hope to come again soon. Well, we hope you do too, Mandy.
Hope so.
We're going to try to do things here on YouTube some,
Mm-hmm.
but we're still going to do lives on our Facebook as well.
Right.
That's something that we're always going to do.
Yeah.
Miss Patty said when she drives by cemetery, she hears chattering.
Mm.
She said one day she was out and drove by one and got a name. He kept telling her to tell his mom he knew she was the best mom she could be, and he loves her.
Oh,
That's awesome.
that's so sweet.
Found out later the J named man was her dad's last friend's son.
Oh,
Well, I hope you got to deliver that message.
I hope so. Yes, Leah. Bad juju.
Yeah,
We don't like it.
yeah. There's things that we don't do.
Yeah. Lady friend. Okay.
Hmm.
She said lady friend. Yeah. Excuse me. So,
What are some of the things we won't do other than Ouija boards? I'm trying to think.
Ouija boards is the main thing.
Ouija boards is the main thing. We don't touch Ouija boards.
Um, you know, we've been doing this for so long that we understand that there is negative out there, and we understand that there is demonic out there, and those two things are different. Okay, just because something's negative does not necessarily mean it is demonic.
Yeah, there's lots of spirits that have a bad attitude.
Yeah, and it could be for any reason. It could be from the way they passed on. Um, a multitude of reasons. It could be because someone else is living in their home and they don't want them there.
It could even be the way they died.
Yeah.
Or they may not even know they're dead.
That's true. And so they're confused and upset, and it wouldn't be.
Right.
But you want to tell them how you know the difference between just a negative entity and a demonic.
Ooh. Well, the demonic. There's a lot of things with demonic. Because with demonic, they don't really have a human form. I mean, it may be similar, but the facial features, even the smells and the things they do. I mean, you've seen more than I have. You've dealt with them more than I have. I mean, you have dealt with them. So I'm going to let you do that.
I have dealt hands-on with them. Okay.
That was before my time. I would have loved to see that. I would have helped you out.
I know you would have. I know you would have, my dear friend. But the negative, of course, you know what a negative feeling feels like. Everybody does. But demonic is a whole nother level. Okay. Now, let's say from the perspective of someone being possessed, okay, by demonic. You can tell, or I can tell right away by the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's just a demeanor that they have that is totally off kilter, even if I haven't met this person before. And then there's their aura. It's gunky, it's black, it's swirly, it's bad. It's just more than a bad feeling now. I'm trying to see where I'm going with this.
There's so much information.
There is.
It's just like all comes at one time.
It's a lot. And if you feel like something is demonic and you don't know and aren't prepared to deal with it, back up. Because you've got to be able to know how to do it. It takes a lot to deal with a demonic spirit or someone that's possessed. You know this.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Sometimes it takes hours to pull one out of a person. Or days.
Yeah, because sometimes you think they're gone and
they return.
Yeah.
Because they're treasures.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. No. Onward and upward here.
Well, I wanted to ask Ray a question.
Okay,
she's still here. Ray, True Colors. Are you still here? She said she found us from her For You page.
Oh. I guess I missed that one.
I hope she's still here. I really wanted to ask her a question about her. Everybody's quit talking.
Uh-oh. You guys still with us?
And
We're
you're still
here.
there.
I think I scared. I didn't mean to. Okay. Okay, there's super sauce. I did post to see if Ray was there.
Okay. Yeah, I seen that yellow thing came up on the monitor, and I thought, oh no, what happened?
We done missed it.
But that's one of the things we love to educate people about. And when they come in the shop and ask questions,
Yeah.
or even if they come in here and they have questions and don't know how to ask, or you know, we we love to teach. We love to help people.
We do.
Linda said just lots to think about.
Yeah, there's a lot. There really is. Um, we are having a great day. I hope you are as well, Sue.
Well, I think she may have left.
She may
I
have.
was curious why she thought she had an attachment.
Mm-hmm. And I think we can get a hold of her later, though.
Okay.
That's what we'll do. Make sure she's okay.
Yeah, because she said she found us on her For You page.
Right.
Or on her For You page.
Yeah.
So,
I clicked on her name and it kind of took me there, but I backed out of it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think we can.
yeah, I want to make sure she's all right.
Yeah, definitely. So, let's see. Anybody have anything they want to ask? Oh, thank you, Linda. We appreciate that. We try our best.
We do. M&A Mystery Tours. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? And
Something cool.
Yeah.
That I noticed on our last live.
okay.
I don't know if y'all were all here or not, but we were playing back
Yes. Okay.
some of the things because we've had a couple of things happen this week where a lot of those psychic medium readings that we gave out started kind of resonating with the people that we talked to that came into the shop.
Yes.
And we noticed that I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but you might want to go back and look at it and see what you can find. But I've got to sit down with some headphones. And
We
listen to
definitely have to do that tonight.
because
We have
I
to.
heard all kinds of things in the background.
In the background of when we were talking, sitting there
Mhm.
doing those
While we
readings.
was calling spirit in and stuff, I could hear all kinds of talking going on in the background.
And there was no one here besides us two.
Yeah, it was just
That's
me and you, just like tonight. We're the only ones here.
That's right.
So that's something we're going to have to go back and look at.
Definitely.
Linda said, do you think talismans are effective against bad entities?
They can be effective. They surely can. But you still need to ground and shield and protect. And
And the talisman,
you have to charge it for its purpose.
yes, know where it came from, which you can sage it and stuff to clean its energy.
Definitely before you charge, yes.
It's also good to consecrate it for what the intention is.
Yes.
Right? Sage it, a protection oil on it. But yes, it can,
Definitely.
especially if it's made out of anything that is also protective,
Yeah.
or even just the symbol of it is protective.
Yeah.
So yes, it can help. I mean, we don't go anywhere without ours when we go.
Dude.
We carry black tourmaline on us when we go.
We do.
We put protection oil on ours. We sage ours. I mean,
We do
we
the whole
sage
9
head to
yards,
toe.
y'all. We do it because we know.
Mhm.
We've been there. We've done that. And we get it.
Yes.
Yes, salt. It's a very good cleanser. Yes. There's so many different ways. Sage, the salt. You can put it in the earth. You can cleanse it with water. There's a lot of different ways to do that. Piece of selenite.
Right. Because the selenite, it actually charges and cleanses itself.
It does.
So, I mean, you've got all kinds of different types of smudge. You've got different stones. Um,
Yeah.
there's different ways of protection. But one of the best things to do before even protection stuff is, like she said, to ground and shield. You got to protect yourself as well as everything around you.
Yeah.
And when I say yourself, I mean mentally, physically, um, from
Yeah. You need to be in the right mindset for sure.
yes. Um, yeah, because you go in and to do something, and say you're trying to talk to somebody, it's somebody that you knew that had passed on, and you're still upset or grieving or any of those things, that you're not in the right mindset for that either.
No.
What else, man?
Lots of different things. Um, there's the girl in white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something we've had pop up this week. The girl in
Yeah.
white. There's so many different stories about the girl in white in different places on the road. I mean,
A lot of the times that I've read,
mm-hmm.
because I haven't ever seen the girl in white myself.
My husband has.
It's so funny.
I'm not going to get into that.
But most of the time it's in rural areas.
Yes. Well, I live in the country.
You sure do, ma'am. You sure do. But what's so funny with that, though, is the more I've read on that,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like when she appears to the person, a little after that, they start sensing more spirits
Mm-hmm.
and feeling and all these things. It's like she appears right before they open up.
Yes, this is true. This is true. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
It's true. Just with his experience,
Yeah.
because he started seeing all kinds of things.
After that, it was on. Yeah.
Yes. Does anybody else have any experiences? Maybe she's a conduit. It's possible. I mean,
Yeah. It is possible.
I mean, we was talking earlier about the Hat Man.
Yeah.
I had a situation with somebody with the Hat Man. And so what I started at the time, I didn't even know anything about the Hat Man. I didn't even know of his existence.
Right.
But when I started looking up the description and trying to figure out who this was, the Hat Man popped up.
Yeah.
And there was lots of people that was seeing the Hat Man. And a lot of times it was during sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
And then I found out he's this real thing. Some type of shadow person. I've heard some people say he was a watcher.
Yeah.
Kind of like a guardian type thing. They just stand there and they watch. And so I've heard all different kinds of things about the Hat Man. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
With the girl in white.
Super Solace says, I plan to get better at sensing energies and spirits. Not very good at the moment.
A big tip to that is meditation.
Definite.
Being able to be mindful, being able to just relax and focus.
Focus is a big thing.
Focus. Getting that clarity and focus. I mean, because if you just sit in a quiet room and really listen and really, you hear things that you wouldn't never have heard if you had the TV on
Oh.
or playing on your phone or people talking around you. But it's more than that, because when you start meditating, you start learning how to hone in and focus even more.
Exactly.
And it's just, it really helps me. But you'll get better. You will.
It's one day at a time. Keep
Mhm.
going.
Just keep working on it.
Don't try to push it though.
Yeah, don't push it.
If you push it, it'll stop.
Yeah, some people try to go too fast, and
Just allow yourself to be.
mhm. You're being quiet. We need some more,
Come on, give it to us, guys.
some more experiences.
Questions.
I mean, there's lots of places I have found out about. There's one in Cave City I want to go to.
Yes.
What's it called? The Witches. I can't remember.
Yes.
I can't remember. But
I
I know
can't
exactly where that road is because of somebody that lives down that road.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but there's lots of places. It's just finding them
Mhm.
and hearing about them. And
Super Silas says, I've been diagnosed with ADHD, so it's difficult to meditate. I've been trying to work on it, but it's difficult. Yes, I can understand that. But using a candle can help you learn to focus. Looking at the flame itself, you want to open your eyes really, really big, close them, open again very little, and do that several times. And then while your eyes are closed, you hold that flame within your mind's eye as long as you can. And if you keep doing that, you're going to learn to focus in better.
Another thing that might help too is establishing kind of a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is when I first started meditating, I would go into my room, I would sage my room, I would turn music on, I would turn, light a candle,
Mm-hmm.
light incense. I would just kind of like set the mood, but I did all these things in a certain way. And I did each one of these things. If I wanted to hold a crystal or have crystals around me, I would set those up.
Mm-hmm.
Just that ritual of getting everything ready the way I wanted it. And it kind of set my mind in place as well and kind of helped me just mentally get everything situated.
Yeah. Leah says, which is hollow?
I think that might be it. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Because this place, I'd never heard of it before.
Right.
And it was something to do with some witch that had lived out there, is the story.
Right.
And she had killed her husband or something. There's like a chapel down there, I think.
Yeah, we need to go.
We do. We need to go. My son had a girlfriend that lived on that road.
Yeah.
So I knew as soon as I heard that story, I was like, I know where that
Got
is.
to go. Super Silas says, thank you for the advice. I hope to make use of it. Of course. Just one day at a time.
Mm-hmm. And if you ever need help, we're here.
That's right.
Need any kind of tips, or we're right here.
Anybody else had any other different experiences?
Or even know some places.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. We don't know if all y'all know it. We was on KIT last year.
We was.
We had fun with that. We did a thing
We
here
did.
in the shop. The guy that got us started on that was actually a Randolph County native.
Yeah.
And we're very thankful for him
We
giving us
are.
that opportunity. We still stay up to date with him, and he still
do.
helps us out on things.
Yeah, he's a really good friend.
Yeah, we go back and forth asking each other about things a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lot of stuff that night.
We did. Well, it did not make it on TV.
No, a lot of it didn't.
Leah says Witch's Hollow is where a witch supposedly once practiced her magic.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking Witch's Hollow was more, wasn't it one of those haunted house places for Halloween?
Girl,
Maybe I'm
I
thinking
don't
of Pumpkin Hollow.
know. You maybe. Maybe.
I might be thinking of Pumpkin Hollow. That's different.
Supersada says, I think I mentioned all of my experiences other than it was just an interesting dream or two.
Mm-hmm.
Now, guys, dreams tell us a lot.
Yes, they do.
And spirits can come to us in our dreams
Mm-hmm.
to give us messages.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd keep a dream journal
They
or
come
paper
in
and a pencil beside your bed. And it doesn't matter if you don't remember the whole dream. Write down what you do. And even if it's just a color or a name
Mm-hmm.
or a feeling, whatever it is, write it down. Date it.
You had me start a dream journal, and I can still go back and read that dream journal, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I still find
It
things
helps.
that I dreamed. Yeah, I should really keep up with that more than what I do.
Linda says, I often catch movement out the corner of my eye and turn to find nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Happens all the time.
It
Yes. Sipasada says, the last few times I realized I've been dreaming, the people in the dream started screaming and their faces distorted and melted. Okay. With that, to explain that, I had the feeling that that was them trying to come through, but they didn't have enough energy to completely come through. That's my feeling with that. I know it's scary, though, to be seeing distorted faces or, like they're melting. But that's what I'm feeling. They did not have enough energy to totally come through like they wanted to, but they tried. That's just like some spirits. They try very hard to come through and manifest themselves, in total in front of us. And most of them can't do it.
Right.
But they pull on energy from electronics. That's why batteries go dead.
Candles. We use candles to talk to spirits sometimes.
We do.
I mean, we've seen flames get up real high and go down real low. We actually had one blowing it out one night.
We did.
You tried to relight it and it wouldn't. And then when we did, it'd go out again.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. We did that here in the shop as well.
It was. So Pasala says, haven't had that experience since we moved. Everything's been calm now. Well, that's good. That's fantastic. Anybody else seen anything out of the ordinary that they just can't explain?
Well, I'm just going to hush my mouth.
No, you started, girl.
No.
What?
Nothing.
Now we're all going to be guessing.
No, you're not.
What she was going to say. Goodness.
There's lots of times when we stay to do lives and stuff that we'll actually stay here. And it's nothing for us to pull out a candle and turn off all the lights and turn on a recorder. And we've actually started working with a new app.
Yeah.
We're always trying different things that are getting like a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And this one came to our attention because of a medium that we seen on YouTube
Right.
that was using it in a graveyard to talk to spirits.
Yeah.
And we ain't quite figured out the app yet, but because we don't usually go for the apps and stuff
No.
because they just don't seem, but we got curious enough on this one to get it. And so we're working with it now. But we also do things like the SPEC method.
Love it. Estee method.
We did that
yes.
on KIT. But it brings forth a lot of things. And it's something that it's another one of those tools. It's a tool to use because you're using the spirit box like a lot of paranormal investigators use.
Mhm.
But you also use your, the way we do it, we're using our psychic mediumship abilities.
Yeah.
To try to hone in on the energies and what they're saying. What else? I don't even know why I went there with that.
Girl, I don't know.
But no, we're always here. That's what it was. I was talking about here at the shop.
Yeah.
I mean, because we'll probably end up doing something tonight.
Oh, we will. There's no doubt about it.
And we're always recording stuff and hearing stuff. And I mean, we may just.
It's just our life.
Yeah.
we
We
love
might
it.
grab some paper and do automatic writing.
Yeah.
Or what's something else we've used at night like that? There's just lots of things. We
Yeah.
just sit down.
Black Mirror.
Yes, Black Mirror. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We got a great big one on our wall back there. Most people don't see it when they come in because we keep it covered.
And locked.
Mm-hmm. What else? Did we have anything else to fill in the spaces?
Mm. Well, poltergeist.
Yes. I had some experiences with those when I was younger.
Mm.
And they always aim for my head.
Sounds about right.
But they are, well, ma'am, you go for it.
No.
I've
Tell
been
us some
sitting here,
experiences.
I've been talking for the last 5 minutes. You go for it.
Girl.
Tell us what they are.
Well, they're benevolent.
Okay.
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 They love to throw things. They just open doors, drawers, things flying across the way.
Playing stuff around.
It's nuts. They move a lot of stuff. And it's very chaotic energy. It's very, very chaotic energy. And that's another thing that you really need to get a professional in to take care of, because no sage is going to be helping that situation. Sage cannot take care of anything like that. Not a poltergeist, nothing demonic. It's just going to tick it off, pretty much. So, no. You'll have to pull someone in that knows what they're doing to handle that and get rid of it for you. Linda says, what does the Black Mirror do, Tammy?
It is a form of divination,
Mm-hmm.
scrying, kind of like, I don't know, you can scry with a crystal ball, you can scry with water. Pendulums are even a sort of scrying, right? But the Black Mirror, it's kind of like the crystal ball. You just kind of focus on it at an indirect angle. You don't look right at it. But you see things. It's just not good to leave them uncovered or unlocked, because you don't always know what's going to come in and out of those if you start a session and you don't end it right.
Yeah.
We're very careful with ours. When we first moved in here, this was an old gym.
Yeah.
And there was like back-to-back wall all the way down the middle of our shop of just mirrors, full body mirrors. And then another set of mirrors up against the wall.
Facing each other. All of them.
And
All of them.
you can't put mirrors facing each other.
And they all were. We were like, uh-oh.
So we took down the whole big wall down the middle. Let's
Took us a
open it up.
minute, but we got it done.
Yeah, mirrors are hard to move, especially that big.
Ooh, they were huge.
But
Oh, we got a heckler, ma'am. You want to get rid of them?
really?
Yes, ma'am.
On YouTube?
Mm,
Oh wow, I gotta see this.
go
What's
for
Heckler
it.
doing?
Um,
Come to know Christ. He will save you from all distress. Well, I have no problem with Christ,
No.
Mary. I guess we kind of look at things a little different, but
to each their own, and that's fine.
it's exactly right. Blessings to you.
Yes.
We've had people come in here and sit down and talk to us for hours about religion.
We have no problem doing that either.
No. I mean, I come from a very religious background,
So do I.
and we just see God differently.
But much love to you anyway.
Blessings.
Oh, Soup says they love the earrings. Awesome.
Awesome.
So glad you did, babe. Excuse me.
It's not a region. You mean religion? It's pure faith. Yes. We have faith as well. So
Let's see.
I also know as far as Christ is, you're not even talking about God. You're talking about Jesus, who was the Son of God. And he was also a man, just like any other man or human that practice his spirituality just like we do. So God bless you too, I guess. Anyway, I'll stop on this.
So motivate.
Self-motivate.
All positive energy is a great thing, no matter the basis.
Thank
Exactly.
you. That's
Thank you,
exactly
Linda.
right.
We love everybody.
We did. There's no negativity here. We all
No.
positivity.
Let's see. Any other experiences, guys? Or questions?
I got one thing I gotta say.
Okay.
Okay. So I said I came from a religious background.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My daddy was a Pentecostal preacher.
Yes, he was.
I grew up seeing my daddy preach in church. And you know, we're not talking about anything pertaining to religion right now.
No, we're not.
We're not. We're talking about spirits.
Mhm.
I was actually in church with my daddy when he performed an exorcism.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much an exorcism, but when a possessed person came in
Mm-hmm.
and they had to pray over him.
Right.
He did his thing just like we do our thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's doing exactly what we do.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly.
blessed be.
Blessed be. Linda says she's hearing background chatter again.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yes.
It happens quite a lot.
Uh-huh. There was a lot on there the other night.
There really was.
Mhm.
Like I said, we'll probably go back through that tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
See
Yeah.
what we can pull out
I'm
of
gonna have to
that.
listen to that with some headphones so I can hear what's going on in the back.
Definitely.
Yeah, we get to hearing all kinds of things in here.
You just never know.
We've actually had we haven't seen her in a while. A woman who came in here that actually lived over here back behind all this.
Yes, I know who you're
When there
talking
used
about.
to be houses back in there, old houses, and you can actually, when we're driving across the bridge, you can actually see
I
an
saw
old
that,
house.
yeah.
She came in here, and as soon as she walked in the door, she said, "You got ghosts in here?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, we do." And she goes, "No, you have ghosts in here." And she was picking up on them.
She was.
So that was kind of awesome. And she still comes back and forth.
Every once in a while.
Yeah,
But we haven't
we've not
seen her in a
seen her.
minute.
Yeah, we've not seen her in a couple of months. But she knew the area because she lived back over in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was picking up on things as well.
Linda said the spirits must be restless. And Patty says, I'm hearing it too, Linda.
Well, see, that's one of the things about here where we're at. We've got the river over here.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's like right outside, right
Mhm.
behind us. I'm sorry, man. I talk with
She's
my
doing
hands.
it.
I talk with my
It's
hands.
all good.
I can't get. I try to sit them,
You're fine.
but I can't help it.
It's fine.
Woman irritate me. But anyway,
We love you guys.
anyway, what was I saying? Oh, and we have this electric
Yes, just right here.
right here next door to us, energy and energy, not energy, but energy. But it produces a lot of energy.
Yes, it does.
And then
it amplifies everything.
yes, and then it's so cool. We have a cistern, y'all. It's
We do.
up underneath our building.
It's awesome.
A cistern, and
It's a large one too.
yes, it is. And I don't know if everybody knows what a cistern is. I'm sure most people do, but they like go. The only reason I know is number one, I sell real estate.
Yeah.
Number two, well, actually, number one, actually, when me and Sean lived in Imboden,
Yeah.
the house we lived in was over 100 years old. It was like the second oldest house in Imboden.
Right.
And it had a cistern underneath the back bedroom.
Oh wow. That's
And
cool.
the bedroom had actually been part of the porch or something, and they built over it. But that thing went like deep, deep, deep.
Oh,
You couldn't
wow.
even see the bottom of it. And it still collected water from groundwater.
Oh my goodness.
So that water, yeah.
Yeah.
We do. We've got a lot of things just right here
Yeah.
to amplify the things that are in here.
We do.
Not to mention the old train station down the road.
That's right.
I mean, this area was historically known for being like a, what am I trying to say? I mean, they brought boats in here because you had the old train bridge
Yeah.
and you had boats that used to come in. I mean, this used to be like an old lumber company, so it's like really, 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 really old.
It is.
And
Used to be so many different things.
yes, a button factory.
Mhm.
Didn't we get that tied down to here?
Yes. In the war era.
Yes,
Yes.
during the Civil War. And they used to, we actually found out here in the gravel mussel shells that had the button
Yes.
holes poked into them.
We've kept a few of those.
Yes. And so there's so much history right here where we're at on top of all the elements, like the river and the big amount of energy we got over
Exactly.
here.
Now, some nights, if we're here and it's really late, you can hear train tracks right here beside us, like it's coming through the building. It's really loud.
Yeah, because we actually do. We have remnants of train tracks right out here. Actually, last night I found an old, what do you call them?
Yeah, my brain's gone too.
Really?
Yes.
The rails, daggone, what are they called? We use those. What?
We do.
Railroad spikes.
Yes.
I found an old railroad spike out here walking down the road.
She did.
It's the second one I have found.
Yes, ma'am.
That was pretty cool. You could tell it was really, really old.
It was. It was barely there, but it was there.
So, yeah. Well, man.
Yeah, I think that's it for tonight. This is just the beginning of our paranormal talks.
Yeah.
And
We're going to start having stuff with like evidential stuff.
yes,
And
hopefully
things.
invite a couple people on maybe.
Mhm.
Get this rolling a little bit bigger and giving more info out and more evidence.
Mhm.
So we hope y'all stay with us.
Yeah, because we're going to do a lot of things on here. I mean, we did the psychic medium readings the other night.
We did.
We've done a couple of missing people investigations that we would like to do more of.
We would.
The house cleansings and the house paranormal work. We definitely want to do more of that. That's one of our passions. So yeah.
We appreciate everybody coming and being with us tonight and talking with us. And it's been fun.
Linda said, thank you for a very interesting night.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for being here with us.
And we appreciate hearing about all y'all's experiences.
We do.
Our experiences are just our experiences, and our opinions are just our opinions.
Yeah.
But we try to research things, and we try to, like the places we investigate, to
Try to
rule out
debunk.
other things. And it's just how we do it and
Yeah.
what we do. I mean, other people do it differently. But
Teach their own. We all do it
Exactly.
differently, and that's
We do.
fine.
you find your own niche and you go with it.
Exactly. Whatever works for you, and that's what you do.
She said she wished she had more to share. You'll have more to share.
Yes, definitely. And we can't wait to hear about it.
Mhm. But we're still trying to figure out all the bells and whistles to everything, but we're working on it.
Yeah, just stick with us, guys. It's going to get better. We promise.
All right. So
We'll talk to you next time, guys.
see y'all later.
Blessings, dears.
I got to put my glasses on.
Next week, we'll see you.